Okay, so we are in our summer season here in Australia, and not so much for the Northern Hemisphere. But it's always nice to do a soothing, calming practice anyway. So today's class is going to be a cooling summer slow flow. So we will be doing sun salutes, but we'll be doing them pretty much half pace. And just really taking our time, focusing on our breathing for something new and different. Always focusing on our breathing, but surrendering into the breath. And as we flow through poses, riding the breath and backing away from our edge in poses. So no need to push hard, no need to cultivate heat or strength or anything like that. Just really trying to chill. Can I just, are you guys hearing me okay? Because a couple of times I haven't, it's all clear. Cool. All right, sitting comfortably and having any props around you that you like to have handy. And half closing or closing your eyes, starting to let go of your day and draw your focus into your body and into your breath. One of the wonderful benefits of our asana practice is that it helps to focus our mind. So we don't have to mechanically try and necessarily let go of the day or battle our thoughts by simply choosing to focus our awareness on the sensations in our body and the experience of our breath. It can help to calm the mind and the nervous system, and everything else fades away. Sitting up nice and tall with relaxed shoulders. In today's practice, we'll have less cueing, less instructions. So poses will hopefully feel a little bit more spacious. And hopefully that will then also create spaciousness in your mind. Already starting to bring your awareness to your breath, following the journey of your breath in and out of your nose. And as you draw awareness to your breath, intuitively adjusting your breath to whatever feels good and appropriate. Whether you want to keep your breath just simple and flowing or deepening your breath. Maybe you'd like to take a few big sighs. And getting ready to transition into Goranga breathing. Exhaling completely and taking a deep breath in, drawing the mantra Goranga into our mind. And exhale to say the sound Goranga. Going in your own time. Goranga. 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 last one. Goranga. Coming back to your regular breathing pattern. And taking a moment here for a little self-reflection, just noticing the state of your mind, noticing how your body feels. And setting an intention for your practice. Perhaps something you'd like to cultivate. Or your intention can simply be just celebrating showing up to your practice today and going in with that mindset that you've already won. All right. And crossing the legs, going into a seated cat-cow. So inhaling to lift the lower back and belly forward, lifting through the sternum, and exhaling, dropping into the belly, dropping into the lower back, chin toward the chest. Inhale, lift and open. Exhale as you drop back, allowing gravity to help you move into the pose. When you are feeling ready to inhale, lifting forward. Being patient with each breath, exhale. Two more times each way. Slowly coming back to center. Bring the soles of your feet together, coming into butterfly pose, holding around your feet and sitting up nice and tall, gently pressing your knees down toward the floor. Three more breaths here. Remembering there's nothing to achieve in our practice today. There's nowhere we need to be in each position, no edge we need to meet. And just allowing yourself to sit in that space of presence and existence. And on your next breath, inhale, lift, and exhale, folding forward. Again, surrendering into gravity. If you want to, you can turn your palms up and let your shoulders and arms be heavy. Feeling your spine gently lengthening. One final breath in this position. Exhale completely, taking your palms to the floor and slowly pressing yourself up. Crossing the ankles, hands coming forward, and step your feet back. Knees to the floor, belly to the floor. Relax completely. Moving in wave-like motions, hands underneath your shoulders, and really visualizing and bringing your awareness and your breath to your spine. As you inhale, lifting the head, the neck, the chest, and then peeling up off the floor, but lengthening out of your lower back. Exhale. And just repeating that, peeling up slowly and exhaling, moving with your breath. And you can slowly, gradually make your way up to full cobra. Other option is to go onto your forearms and just be moving through a sphinx wave. The last one, coming up to hold cobra, elbows working in, lengthening back into your toes and lifting into the crown of your head. Gentle pressure into the floor through your palms and shoulders down away from your ears. Two more breaths here. Knees to the floor, taking it back through child's pose just for one breath. Lifting up, tuck your toes, briefly lifting through downward dog, walking it out through your heels. And then begin to walk your feet forward to meet your hands. Whoop. I really got to clip my mic in. Hanging forward in a standing forward fold. And cradling your elbows in your hands. Head is dropping forward. Gently drawing in through your belly. Releasing your hands down slowly, slowly, bending the knees and rolling up one vertebra at a time. Finding yourself in mountain pose with your hands by your sides, grounding down through the feet, and again, reaching into the crown of the head. Getting ready to flow through 2 rounds of sun salutations, really nice and slow. So I really invite you to go in your own pace, making the most of every single breath, like really slowing down. No rush whatsoever. And resisting the temptation to move into the next pose before your breath has come to completion. So I'm going to go at my own pace and I'm going to guide it. But for the extra juicy version, definitely go at your unique pace. Okay, inhale, reaching up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands to the floor, stepping back into plank position. Lowering all the way down on that same outward breath. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, lifting back, downward dog, counting for 3 full breaths. One, 2, 3. And on the outward breath, walking your feet forward. To meet your hands, then inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands by your sides. One more round. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands to the floor, stepping back into plank. Lower down. Inhaling, upward dog. Exhale, lift back, downward dog. And see if you can notice the pauses between the end of the inhalation and the end of the exhalation. One, two, three, and walking your feet forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale. And take one more breath. Staying where you are. Inhale, raising the right arm up. Soft bend through the left knee as you reach over to the left. Grounding down through the feet and reaching into your fingertips. Keep breathing. Inhale. Change sides. Inhaling the left arm up. Soft bend through the right knee, reaching over. To come up. Coming back to mountain, take a breath. All right. Gonna step the right toes back, reaching for the floor. And inhale. Reaching the arms up. Exhaling, spinning the back foot down, finding yourself in warrior one. Just an easy, comfortable warrior one. Taking the arms up or even having them hands to heart center. Good. Two more breaths. And when you're ready, inhaling, we're going to pivot the toes, back toes facing forward again, so that we can over to the other side, starting in high lunge. And then exhale, dropping that back foot down at about 45 degrees. Finding ourselves in warrior one. Coming back to our breath. Good. Inhale. For you guys, you can inhale, rotate the back foot so it's facing forward, and then rotate around sideways on your mat. I'm going to do a quick spin. Slightly draw the big toes in. Outside edges of your feet are running parallel with the edges of the mat. Hands to your hips, navel drawing in. Grounding down through your feet, lifting through your spine, and folding at the hips. Taking your hands forward. Taking your time to come into the pose. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, folding forward. Surrendering deeper into the pose, walking your hands underneath your legs. If your crown of your head comes to the floor, you can go ahead and plant it on the floor. Gently draw your shoulders down away from your ears. Another option is to take your first two fingers around your big toes and draw against your feet to help you move a little deeper into the pose. All right, releasing your hands. Hands back to center, lifting yourself halfway up. And soft bend through the knees if you like, hands to your hips, pressing down through the feet and coming up to stand. And then we're going to swivel the feet around to face the top of the mat, stepping forward. And inhale, raising the arms up, and exhale, folding forward, bending through the knees, turning your palms up and letting your head hang heavy. All right. Flipping your hands to the floor. Stepping back, lower down. Inhaling up. Exhale. We're going to go back into a supported downward dog. So option here to skip the downward dog and go into an extended child's pose, or grab your bolster and place it underneath your head. If you feel like you need a bit more height, you can also stack a block underneath. But the idea is to come into downward dog and be able to have your head with a little bit of contact or even resting completely on your bolster. I'm going to stay here for about 5 or so breaths. And just making yourself comfortable. So you might even like to softly bend through your knees just to create that sense of ease and support in the pose. You can also play with walking your feet out a bit wider. And releasing your knees to the floor. Bring your big toes together, knees out wide. Slide your bolster in between your legs, turning your head to one side, and rest. Nice slow deep breaths. Allowing your shoulder blades to slide away from one another and relax completely. One more breath here. And slowly press yourself up. Setting your bolster to the side, but not too far away. Taking your hands forward, and we'll move through a series of hip openers pretty quickly, not too speedy, but we're not going to be lingering and getting loosey-goosey in the hips. So just stepping that right foot forward, coming into a classic lunge. And when you feel ready to, you can stay here a bit longer if you like, but when you feel ready to, moving your foot to the outer edge of your mat, moving into a diagonal or a lizard lunge, rolling through the hips a little, and hanging out with that nice diagonal stretch. And then walking your foot across the mat, lowering your knee to the floor and carefully lowering your hips down to come into pigeon, folding forward, staying here for about 3 to 5 breaths. And in your own time, switching over to the left side now. So exiting out of pigeon by lifting back into downward dog. Then both knees come to the floor as you step your left foot forward, and repeat the same series on the other side. So a low lunge. And when you're ready, making your way into diagonal lunge, shifting your foot to the outer edge of your mat. And then walking your foot over to the right side of your mat, lowering your knee to the floor, dropping down into pigeon. One thing that's come up for me in this practice today is how much more patience I have when I slow down. And it feels like that could be more capacity to pay attention and to not rush throughout my day. Hands to the floor, stepping back into downward dog. The hidden powers of slowing down. And knees to the floor, cross your ankles, sitting back and extend your legs forward. Take your bolster again, lay it over your legs. Hug it right into your belly, and then we are going to lift and lengthen and fold forward. If you would like to rest your head, you can build it up. You can go 2 blocks, like so, or like so. Maybe you don't need to. Fold forward. If you are using a block, you can always have the added benefit of a little bit of pressure into that mama area. So taking the edge of the block and just nestling it to the bridge of your nose and allowing your head to be heavy, doing a gentle little rock from side to side. Other option is to just do it straight up with your thumbs. So thumbs 2 right where the eye socket, end of the eyebrow moving into the eye socket, and you can feel there's a tiny little divot bridge in your nose. So two thumbs there. And just let your head fall heavily into your thumbs and breathe. Every time you exhale, allowing your head to drop a little heavier. Two more breaths here. Slowly releasing out of the pose, remove your hands and their blocks. And then slowly remove the bolster, moving it out to the side, coming down onto your back and legs up the wall. If you have a wall available or just legs up onto a chair, up to you. If you don't have a wall available, you can go into shoulder stand or half shoulder stand as an option. Once your legs are up, taking your arms out by your sides, arms up. And observing your breath. Observing the very subtle sensations in your feet and legs as gravity draws against and draws down on your circulation. And taking two more breaths here and deciding if you want to stay here for Shavasana or if you'd like to come down to the floor. If you are coming down to the floor, walking your feet down the wall and hugging your knees into your chest. And with as little disruption to your body as possible, coming down onto your back and making yourself comfortable for Shavasana. Allowing your feet to fall out to the sides naturally. And turning your palms up. And before I guide you through Yoga Nidra, taking some time to experience this pose, practicing the pose, finding that balance of effort and ease. Which can be cultivated mostly by ease in your body, letting go as much as you can, and applying just the right dose of effort in your level of awareness that you can maintain awareness of the experience of your body, the position that you're in, your breath, having a peripheral awareness of the activity of your mind. but just enough ease in your awareness that it feels effortless. And a really nice way to cultivate this is to come back to the wisdom of Aham Brahmasmi. I am not my body. I am not my mind. I am spirit soul, the living entity, the spiritual spark seated within the body, the silent witness to the mind. Taking 3 more breaths here. And as you breathe, observing the quality of your breath, noticing if it feels easier and more balanced than before you began your practice. Now, still maintaining awareness of your breath, but focusing on relaxing each body part as I mention it. Taking your awareness all the way down to your feet, relaxing your toes, from your big toes to your little toes. Relax the soles of your feet and feel your heels to be heavy against the floor. Soften into your ankles and relax your lower legs. Relax your knees. Relax your thighs. Relax your left hip and your right hip. Softening into your entire pelvic region, from the structural elements of your pelvic girdle, your sacrum, and into all the internal organs resting in this region. Visualizing your breath circulating through this part of your body. Now bringing your awareness back to your belly. Soften and relax into your abdominal region. Relaxing the sides of your torso. And then again, visualizing your breath circulating throughout your abdominal region. Through all your abdominal organs, regulating the life air that governs this area. And bringing your awareness now to your lung and chest region, softening into all the bones of the ribs and all the muscles and tissues in between each rib. Visualizing your lungs relaxing and releasing any tension. And just bringing your awareness to your breath, flowing in and out of your lungs. And then begin to relax into your shoulders, your shoulder blades, releasing, letting go of any tension around your shoulder joints, any weight that you feel you're carrying on your shoulders. Relax the upper arms, the elbows, and the forearms. Relax your wrists, hands, and fingers. Become aware of the gentle prickling sensation circulating your palms. And gently move your awareness down to your lower back. Feel your sacrum broadening and releasing. Relax your lower back, your middle back, your upper back, and your neck. Feel all the muscles either side of your spine relaxing and releasing. And begin to visualize your breath flowing up and down your spinal column, up and down the sushumna, the central channel for energy and sattvic energy. And bringing awareness into your head and face, letting your head be heavy and your face be soft and relaxed. Release through your jaw and soften into your mouth. Now bringing your awareness to your breath. This is the primary or best time to engage in pranayama after we've worked out any tensions in the body and help to remove blockages, help to relieve stress. It helps to open up the lungs and relax the nervous system so that we can really get the benefits of pranayama. So I'm not going to do anything fancy, just taking some really steady, slow yogic breaths. You might like to count in your mind, inhaling for the count of 4 and exhaling for the count of 4. But I invite everybody to breathe in your own time. We'll go for about 10 full breaths. Just easing into it whenever you're ready. All right. Moving from here into 10 rounds of Goranga breathing. Going in your own time and just making the sound audible enough that you can hear it. So as you say the sound, just saying it gently and quietly, but drawing that sound in through your ears and down into the core of your heart. Going in your own rhythm. Goranga. One last time. Going back to your regular breathing pattern. Just taking a moment of gratitude for our practice. Then beginning to wiggle your fingers and toes, rocking your head from side to side. And start to feel out into and stretch into your limbs. Rolling over onto your left side and then coming all the way up to sit. And we'll close off our practice by bringing our palms together in prayer position, bowing to offer our respects to the Supreme Soul, and bowing to offer our respects to each other.